Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the van. And if you're new here, my name's Ian and this is Travelling from Scratch. Today we're going to have a little trip out with Lexi the German Shepherd and Toby the little whatever he is, and we're going to head across to Blackpool for a nice walk on the beach and a look at the lights. So we'll see you on the road. Bye for now. First of all, excuse this ridiculous thing that's going on under my very nose here. I'm doing the Movember thing, so you'll have to excuse that, okay? It's making me laugh just looking at myself. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the ride with me to Fleetwood Central Car Park, which is where I spent the night. And I'll put the what three words location on the screen for you now. It's a nice size car park. I stayed there overnight. It was a really quiet, clean, peaceful location. Absolutely superb location if you want a wild camp near Blackpool. It's about 7.5 miles away from the Golden Mile at Blackpool, so too far to walk. But what we did was we arrived, we parked up, and we used the Ringo app. There's plenty of signs up around the car park telling you all about how to pay to park there for the night. You don't have to download the app. You can pay for your parking by calling the telephone number that's on all the signboards. Now the parking charges are £5 per night and you've got a maximum of a 3-night stay. Absolutely fantastic location. If you're heading down to Blackpool and you're going to go and see the lights. I saw this location in one of Rick and Heather's videos on Pearl the CV20, that's their YouTube channel. They wild camped there, thought it was a great idea, so I've gone and done the same thing. Fantastic for an overnight stop, I think, a £5. You can't go wrong, can you? I mean, there are no facilities in that car park, don't get me wrong. There are no toilet emptying facilities, there's no electric hookup, anything like that. But it's not a campsite, it's a car park. And, you know, you get what you pay for. You get a parking spot and a nice quiet location to sleep overnight. It was just starting to come into sunset, so we decided before we went along to see the lights, we'd give the dogs a run on the beach, and they absolutely loved it. Anybody who's ever been to see the Blackpool lights will know what I'm talking about. There's a roundabout with a Spitfire on it and there's a little park just to the side of that. And I parked up just at the side of the road where the park is and we walked along to see the lights. But after we'd walked so far, the dogs were quite tired because they had a good run on the beach. We went back to the van. The van was fine there at the side of the road, by the way, so if you did want to walk, you can do that. But we went back, put the dogs in the van, and then we drove along to see the lights, and I'm going to share that with you now. I haven't been to see the lights at Blackpool since probably the early 70s, when I was, I must have been in my pram then, in the early 70s. But I remember them being a lot better than they are now. To be honest with you, I think there was a better light show could be had in my van with me LED lights. And if you haven't seen them, go check them out in an earlier video. Julie had been going on all day about this chicken stew that she'd made, and when we were out in the cold she was saying, oh, you'll be glad of that later, you'll be glad of that later. And I was glad of it later, because we thought about getting some fish and chips or something like that, but by the time we'd walked the dogs on the beach at sunset and we'd been along and seen the lights, it had been a full day. Okay, so I think all the shops were closing, and all the takeaway shops and stuff like that seem to be closing around 10 p.m. So if you're going to go and you're thinking about getting some fish and chips, make sure it's before that. As I say, Julie had been saying, oh, you'll be glad of that stew later. And I was glad of it, because we got back, we heated it up, and we sat down and had a lovely bowl of stew and dumplings. Happy days. And I'm no stranger to a dumpling, as you can see. I took the dogs out for their last run on the beach and then jumped into bed. Now, little did I know that I was going to be up and down all night. Not like that, Rick. So by the morning I was quite tired, and so was Julie. When Julie's tired, it's like waking up a bear from hibernation, okay? You don't really want to do it. Julie had a bit of a lie in, I got up, and you can probably see from my morning walk on the beach there that I was quite tired. Morning. That's my first wild camp ever. I'm in Fleetwood, near Blackpool. A place recommended by Rick and Heather. The car park is a lovely quiet sleep, although I didn't get much sleep last night because Lexi, my German Shepherd, had me up about 5 times during the night. My dog had me awake at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5:30 and 7:30. So here we are. So that's where I was parked last night, right at the far end of the car park. That's the car park this morning. 13 campers altogether. But it's been a very quiet night. And we're right down the end there, next to the signpost. It was cold on the morning as well, but the sun was just coming up. It was early, and then we headed off home. I didn't record the journey home because it's exactly the same as the journey there, but backwards. Not that I went home backwards, but you know what I mean. It's the same, but the other way around. Okay, same scenery, but the opposite direction. That's what I'm trying to say. So, what can I tell you about my day out at Blackpool? First of all, the Fleetwood car park is an excellent location for an overnight stop. Maximum of 3 nights, like I say, but £5 for an overnight stop, you can't go wrong. There are no facilities in that car park. It's a car park, but it's a nice, clean, quiet location, and if you feel more comfortable when there's other campers around, then this is the location for you. There were probably half a dozen campers there overnight, maybe more. The lights were a little bit disappointing, and if you want to see a light show, get yourself some LEDs like I've got, and you'll be happy with that. Okay, so you can check that out in one of my other videos. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was a nice ride out of Blackpool. It was worth going for the night out and the lovely sunset walk on the beach, and to see the Blackpool Tower all lit up. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up of appreciation, and do consider subscribing to my channel. It's free to subscribe, and I appreciate all my subscribers. You're helping my channel to grow. So thank you very much to all my subscribers now. I appreciate it. And all that's left to say is see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.